What's up, YouTube? It's this guy, Jeremy McDonald. Let me hear you say it. One of your very favorite people with Parkinson's. Of course, that's Jeremy, also known as J Mac, Jeremy Mac. Let's do this thing. All right, let me get situated here. I'm going to take off my glasses. Once again, I noticed when I took off my glasses the last time, you could see the crinkles in my eyes right there. Crow's feet, I guess they're called. I need a drink of water. All right, I'm all ready. My medicine just kicked in, so I'm not too wiggly animated, whatever you want to call it. By the way, if you'd like to get a hold of me, let me let brain catch up. jmacpodcaster@gmail.com, and then on Instagram, Jeremy Mac, just MAC76. You can contact me on Facebook, but I really don't use that much anymore after a friend of mine got hacked. Just kind of chat my ass. Okay, so let's get to the subject at hand. Okay, what is my secret to living with Parkinson's disease? You're going to love this. Low expectations. It's so true. It's the secret to my success, if I have any. By the way, I usually have records. I was actually going to do a video on Michael J. Fox and The Cure. Here's his latest book. There's his other two books that he made. I think he only has 3. I could be wrong. But No Time Like the Future, An Optimist Considers Mortality. That is a heavy read, my friends. That's what I was going to talk about, but I thought, well, I'm just going to keep with the light theme this week. A couple days ago, I did my hilarious J-Mac story time, whatever the hell it's called. I can't even remember. Just funny stuff I think of, or I recorded when I was a kid. But this one, my secret to, let's get back to the point. I'm rambling. The secret to my success is truly, well, it's also being very stubborn and refusing to give in. I would say that's probably, if you ask my wife, she would say, well, you're good at being stubborn. I've lost every argument I've ever had with her. And guys, you know how it is. Okay, stubborn helps, but you got to realize that you're not going to be the same person. And I've talked about this a million times on a million other videos. But your life is different now, and you just got to deal with it. And case in point, I had a party last night, or actually my wife had like a terrarium building class. If you know what a terrarium is, it's a little... There's one right there. I don't know if you can see it. There's one right there. It's like a little like kind of world building for insects, I call it. She makes these little plant and dirt. I guess they're aquariums, whatever. And she fills them with little roly-polies and stuff. Yeah. So I had nothing to do with it. I just sat in the other room. I would have liked to have taken pictures, but I couldn't get out of my chair. I did see some really dear friends of mine. Cassie, if you're watching, hello, thank you. It was nice to see you and your friends. And just met some new friends, and that's kind of my expectations for the evening were to sit comfortably, or as comfortably as a parky can sit in a chair, and just kind of chill out and talk to people as they filtered in and out. The old me would have wanted to have been like involved, probably irritating my wife to no end, trying to get pictures. Stand here. I'm the family chronicler or whatever, the photographer. This was kind of weird. I felt very old yesterday. It's been creeping up on me, and I kind of just felt like I got hit with a sledgehammer yesterday. You probably can't tell that my back and shoulder are stiff because they're always stiff, but they're incredibly stiff right now. I did something to it. I monitor my blood pressure a lot, so just to make sure it doesn't get out of control. As you get older, you have to do that. At least I do anyway. And normally what kind of gets me loosened up is I go and toss a basketball on the court. I've got a little court in front of my house. Tossed the basketball. Well, first of all, I was horrible. I probably shot the ball 20 times before I got in the hoop. So I was like, already I was kind of at like a... And then I just kind of gave up, and I came inside, and I took my blood pressure, and it was... My heart rate was really up, and my blood pressure was a little high. I was like, wow, I'm 48. I can't just go out and toss a basketball. Not only that, but I've got Parkinson's. And of course, it was off my meds because I'm so dyskinetic I can't walk, as we've been through a million times. So I thought, well, I'll get on my bike and just ride around the block. Our neighborhood's got a few hills, but it's flat. I tell you what, I came back even more winded. Now, I took a break in between, so I was actually going to let myself rest. But I was like, you know what? I've got to stop expecting myself to do these kinds of things. I'm almost 50. I've had Parkinson's. I was diagnosed in 2013 January. So it's where I'm coming up close on 12 years. So I just got to realize that I'm not that guy anymore. I mean, I gave up skateboarding years ago because it's just I can't risk getting hurt, and also I've slowed down a lot. So my expectations, as well as age, have just had to kind of temper my expectations. I've talked before. I would love to go traveling. I don't think that's going to happen, at least not anywhere too far. It exhausts me to go across town. It's just it's insane. So it's kind of like you don't give up on life, but just have to kind of realize that your life is different. I've talked about it a million times, but it's so true. I'm gonna give you a little TMI. If I can get my pants down in the morning and wipe my own backside, success. Great success. If anyone remembers Borat, great success. Sorry, tacky, I know. I consider it a great success if I can clean the litter box. I did that this morning. Just wore me out. So it's like, basically, this is what I'm telling you. Find what your limits are, and just know them, and then temper your expectations based on that. And I'm sure I've got one or two trolls that go through and give me bad comments or thumbs down, everything I do. Well, I'm not going to list those, but some people may get a little irritated at this. Some of the more can-do people, and if you're don't agree with this, don't listen to me. This is what works for me. This is my secret to surviving Parkinson's, not anybody else. And when I do something extraordinarily good for me, or extraordinarily like a big accomplishment, I celebrate it. I celebrate it like a freak. I mean, I'm like, I call my wife. I was like, I went to the store today and got a USB cable. She's like, congratulations. No, she's actually very supportive. Little things. Lower your expectations. I have great expectations for life. I have low expectations for myself doing a lot of those things that I used to do or that I want to do. I know I've been talking a lot lately. My son's back in school, so I've got a lot of free time. So I have some of my followers tell me I can't keep up with you. Well, don't try, because okay, so one thing I can do really good is talk. I have great expectations for my ability to talk. Because I will talk you, like my wife told me last night, she goes, can't we just sit and watch TV? You're always talking. I was like, because when I'm off, I can't really communicate as well as I'd like. So when I'm on, I feel like I got to make up for all the time that I was off. All right, let me know what you think. Low expectations, no expectations, high expectations. Am I full of shit? He thought I was going to say it. All right, guys. Have a good weekend. I think this weekend we may drop a Parkinson's dad. Getting a little wiggly here. I may drop a Parkinson's dad. We're going to talk about aliens. My son is obsessed with aliens, so maybe that's what we'll do this weekend. Thanks for all the love, all the support, all the comments, all the messages, all the thumbs up. Peace and love from my piano in the beautiful city of St. Louis.